Okay guys, today I'm going to talk about a more serious subject, one that's kind of close to home for me, and that's depression. See, there's a lot of little parts of depression that nobody really talks about. Those are kind of things I want to shed some light on today. For starters, one of the main things about depression that nobody talks about are the jokes. The happiest, funniest people, the people making jokes everywhere you go, seem like they're always happy and nothing ever bothers them. Chances are they're depressed. I'm one of those people. I'm the type to go to a funeral cracking jokes trying to cheer everybody else up. The main reason they do that is because they know how it feels to be down. So over the years, they kind of just build themselves in a habit of anytime they're around other people, trying their hardest to cheer everyone else up because something might be wrong with them, and they don't want anyone else to feel the same way they do. So they'll do everything they can to make people laugh and smile, even if it's just for a second. Just know, if you have one of those friends that are like that, talk to them sometimes. Send them a message. Just say, hey, is everything okay? They're not going to answer you. They never will. But your message will mean a lot. But since they'll never answer you, let's go ahead and get into the second part that nobody ever really talks about. And that's the fact that they're not ignoring you to be mean. They honestly probably just don't know what to say. See, a lot of times with depression, there doesn't actually have to be something wrong. A lot of the time, it's caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain, and it just happens. So when you message them, no, you cheered them up. But one of the hardest things about depression is the fact that we can't tell you what's wrong, because 90% of the time, we don't fucking know what's wrong. Ain't got the slightest fucking clue, but something's fucking wrong. And again, let's go back to jokes for a second. See, I'm sure you'll have a lot of people on your Facebook that's always cracking jokes, really mean jokes. And they seem kind of heartless and rude and stupid. But that joke is probably that person talking about what's bothering them, or what they want to do and what feelings they have of what they should feel like they should do. And them joking about it could actually be one of the only things keeping them from doing it. See, for me, what keeps me from doing it is I'll make jokes about everything and cheer myself up. The other thing that keeps me from doing it is I actually know somebody who did it. And that person was my cousin. When I was a kid, I looked up to him. He was my favorite cousin. And when he did it, it hurt me a lot. Even though I won't let anybody see that it did. So every day, everywhere I go, I actually have a necklace with his ashes in it. Because at random times, just walking down the street, I'll get the thought that maybe I should just walk in front of this truck. And when I have his ashes with me, it reminds me of how I felt when he did it. And it reminds me that I don't want to put anybody else through that. I wouldn't want my nephews and nieces to feel that way if I did it. So it really helps keep me from doing it. Now, another fucked up part, and this is probably one of the worst ones for some people, is the dreams. You see, your brain can come up with a defense mechanism for some people, and it'll actually give them happy dreams that'll cheer them up, and they'll wake up the next day all smiley and happy. For others, like me, it'll be the worst dream you could possibly have. At least at the time, and it can really, really stick with you. I'm going to use last night as an example, because I haven't been able to get it out of my head all day. One of my biggest fears is being completely alone. Not like, oh, my friends and family hate me kind of alone. I care less about that. It's more zombie apocalypse kind of alone, and I'm the last guy. And that's what happened in the dream. But I was sitting at a bowling alley by myself, obviously, because everyone else was dead. And I saw some guy walking by. Now, his head was really messed up, but he was alive. And then I saw the tattoos on his face. And I recognized him and noticed that's my cousin. It's a dream, so naturally I got excited as fuck and went running up to him. And I was so happy, and as soon as I said, dude, I thought you were dead, he looks at me right back in the eyes and says, I am. And it made everything easier. It was a smart choice. You should think about doing it too. I had a lot of trouble getting that out of my head all day. See, these dreams can be so bad that honestly right now I'm exhausted. I've been awake for around 17 hours straight now. I honestly don't want to go back to sleep just because it might happen again. But the main point of this is, sometimes if you got that friend who won't come hang out with you, or won't ever message you first, won't ever talk to you, there's a pretty good chance they're doing that to everybody. And you just messaging them and saying, hey, how's everything going? Even though they won't answer you, you could be the one thing that saves their life. The one thing that keeps them from doing that one thing that ends it all. I said one thing like 15 fucking times in that last sentence. I was retarded. But I'm too lazy to edit that shit out. So y'all gonna get to see that too. But message these people. Call them. Fuck, just randomly show up at their house one day. Force their asses to get out of bed and hang out with you. You could really be helping them. That's all for today. Have a good day. Today I hope that I taught you more than hurt your feelings.